Look at all the silicone sucked up into this thing. Now we are gonna bust this hood off. I mean, we're just gonna start getting after it. So if you don't know, I bought an 84 SVO Mustang. I haven't owned a Fox body since I was probably 19 or 20, so it's been about 20 years. Yeah, so this thing's got a blown head gasket, came from Northern California. I do know the car has been two colors, or actually it's been repainted twice, blue and then back silver. So this car wasn't originally silver car, but today we're just gonna have to get back into it, and we are gonna get down to that cylinder head. We're just about there. I am thinking about doing the oil cooler delete. That seems to be a problem that some people have been just deleting altogether, so I'm gonna look into that too. Well, now that we know the facts, it is time to get cracking into this engine. I was really hoping it wasn't gonna be a blown head gasket, but the guy told me, super honest. But now we are gonna get some light where we can see everything, and then I'm gonna get to pull the intercooler. I mean, we're just gonna start getting after it. I know I'm gonna have to take off some of these pulleys and stuff. Oh, that is not good. Oh, that is not good. All right, here we go. I'm getting rid of the AC and the AC lines. I'm gonna pull the condenser later, but yeah, I'm just keeping all the parts. I'm not getting rid of anything. So if I want to put it back on later, or if I sell the car, somebody else wants to put AC on it, still an option. We are definitely cruising through working on this thing. I enjoy working on the Fox body again. They are really simplistic. You do gotta take some things off in order. I didn't like the bracket below the manifold, which I won't be putting back on. I just made an executive decision. We're pulling the engine. Between the head gasket and all the goop and the stuff in the bottom of this, I want to pull that pan, and if I'm going to pull the pan, I might as well pull the transmission so I can pressure wash it and make it a really nice clean unit when we go to put it back in. The boost pushed that thing away and tore it. Actually, you can see it. It's hard to... Yeah, so the tear here and the tear here, it pushed this hole out. You can see that line. Anyways, I gotta clean this stuff. This is... I'm not putting this car back together like this. I already got the AC pretty much out. I do got to do the condenser. That won't take much longer. What else do we got? I am gonna pull the power steering pump off real quick just to make it really nice and easy to get this thing out, and might bust off that balancer off. I got a few things. Got to pull the radiator, so I'm gonna set that shelf up. Welcome freaking back, and here we are about halfway torn down for the SVO, and we're actually going to pull the engine and transmission out. We're going to pressure wash it, check it over, paint it up, and then throw it back in. It's a really cool project. I got it super cheap. Well, I got it cheapish after shipping. So get a good look at it. This is our pile of parts pretty much. We got our head. I checked the straightness, and I polished it up with a special stone that we use at work. So I'm gonna show you more about that later. I just wanna show you how dirty this thing is. It really needs cleaned up. And I wanna start with a really good base. So yeah, we're gonna spend some time. I'm gonna clean this thing up. We're gonna yank this out. We're gonna yank the transmission out. I'm gonna disconnect the clutch cable and a couple other things. Drive shaft, trans cross member. I'm not gonna show you much from under the car. If there's something cool or janky, I'll let you know. Okay, I'm back. Speaking of something janky, this is about the size of a paper clip, and that's what was holding the clutch cable pan in. So Probably a little on the janky side. Don't do that. Well, pull this thing out. We gotta fire up the SS truck, which haven't done in a week or so. So let's fire this thing up, let it warm up, and take it around the block real quick. Gonna get it tuned soon. Okay, you get a look at the bottom side. Well, I hope that worked, and now that we got it back outside, I gotta go get the cherry picker. We are gonna pressure wash this out and get the K-member all cleaned up. Just lots of clean. Yeah, we're gonna get to it, plug off our AC stuff so we can use that later if we want to. Treat that rust. Pressure wash all this out. So yeah, we're gonna get to it. Okay, here we go. We got the engine out. I was planning on trying to pull the engine and trans all together, but that didn't work out. Engine's hanging here swinging. Now I'm gonna have to get under the car on the wet ground and take a couple more bolts out, drag that out. Well, there that is. I didn't know the converter came down with it, so now it's time to jack it up and see if we can slide everything out. Lots of rat poop. Okay, I got you zoomed in here a little close. It's hard to show you, but there are just no hone marks left in these cylinders. This engine only had a few thousand miles. It's really smooth. The little bit of rust ring here. So I'm gonna pull these out. I'm gonna hone the cylinders, and I'm actually gonna check the ring gap, I think. I just wanna make sure it's assembled correctly. I'm probably gonna retorque the mains. But I did find a little boo-boo. I don't know if you can see it on the camera from that far away. I'll zoom you in here. That's number 1 piston with a number 4 cap. That's a number 4 piston with a number 1 cap. I'm gonna pull them all out. I'm probably going to switch those back out because they're balanced that away and they're probably ground that away. So I don't know. I hope it lasts, so let's get to it. This engine has been bored 20 over. He did say this was all new bottom end parts, which I believe it. They look pretty good. So yeah, we're going to see if we can get this thing back alive. Don't look, don't look. Oh, look, I don't want to look. All right, we got our Harbor Freight honer. I'm just gonna kind of soak the stones real quick. Just giving the wall some lubricant. See how you can actually see the swirls back and forth? Don't worry about the little spots. They're better in some places and some aren't. See how just shiny it is there? That's bad. They're glazed over, so that's why I want to put some cross hatching back in it. I'm gonna do a little more on this cylinder, but it's pretty nice, and then I'm gonna move on. All right, I messed up. I blew a hole in this thing with the pressure washer, so I'm gonna take this off and either clean the screen really well and epoxy the hole and just rotate the screen, or yeah, I might just grind this edge off if it doesn't peel up too easy. I'll grind the edge off and then I'll just put a couple of tacks with the TIG welder or something. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. Yeah, just pushed it off the other side. But this is how nasty this thing is. Look at all the silicone sucked up into this thing. I am so glad I did not run this thing. Oh my god. It's all silicone. Oh, actually some of it's gasket too. Wow. Okay, I was getting ready to assemble the SVO engine last week after I hung the block and discovered that the two pistons are locked up on the wrist pin. And if you look in here, you can kind of see it's like a coppered color. It should be nice and silver. Should be doing this. So yeah. SVO engine is going to the machine shop a couple of weeks probably. In the meantime, ultra fine steel wool. This stuff is baked on. It's been sitting out in the sun for 10 plus years. So just wanted to show you.